Everybody, welcome back. This is Kishan with the next episode of my Grimgor's Challenge campaign. And we are sieging Karaz-a-Karak. Unfortunately, the owner is not home, but hopefully this will get his attention. Let's move right on in. And here we are. Okay, no gambling. So let's start the deployment. We are going to be having reinforcements from two angles here. That's not super good. It's better to focus on one section of the wall. I do think that we should focus on the section of the wall that is closest to the reinforcements so we can run the shortest distance here. That'll probably be okay. I'm not going to be attempting to destroy the towers or anything. Just need to get in here. The cavalry, we don't have a lot of it, but they should just go for the gate, I think. These guys will be up front, just skirmishing at the start. Same with these guys. So we need to get these guys on the walls first, and I don't mind these coming after. On the other hand, we don't want them to be standing on the ground being shot at, so there's that. These guys can start further forwards, which they probably should. Black Orcs. Let's see. Battle plan is pretty simple. Get on the walls, kill the dwarves. Simple, right? How do I do this? Yeah, like that. Let's start with you. Then I'm taking all of these guys, adding them to the wall attack list. And the rest of the guys should just pull up as far as they can, be ready to go on the walls. The cavalry and such. Oh man, that's gonna hurt. They're almost dead already. Grimgor, get on the walls. Come on the walls. Come on, forward. Everyone on the walls. What am I looking for? Alright, the cavalry. Come on. Into the gate. We are gonna lose stuff here. Into the gate. We're not gonna have a lot of close-ups this fight, I think. So I'm trying to get some now. Grimgor is on the wall. Being a boss. Oh, we have a general here. That's for you, Grimgor. Perfect. There we go, finally made them click on the wall. So what we do with all these guys, basically all of these guys, is just tell them, get in here. That should make them use the ladders wherever possible, as far as I understand. We need to make sure that people on the wall are fighting, not standing still. The Black Orcs I really hope they don't die, but I cannot leave them behind here. We dealt some damage to the Lord, but he decided to chicken out. No surprise there, being a dwarf. Let's start getting some magic damage done. Very nice. The gate is open. We have the Dragon Company in there, of course. Wait a minute. Let's do that. If they can pull out, they should. No, oh. Haha, we don't have time for this. Fire at will! Okay, we have a lot of orcs doing nothing here. Probably the same over here, yeah. Get into the fight. Oh yeah, Nietzsche nuisance, of course. And this here. Let's try to get some archers on the walls. We are now probably working on breaking down the other gate. Let's flank around a bit. Where's the... Oh, I sent him in, didn't I? Oh, oh this is another... Oh, that's our big boss, right. Let's get him into the fight. Come on. Is anyone not fighting? You're not doing anything. That's a mistake. You are not really doing anything, but what can you do? That's a good idea. Oh, we have more spellcasters, so we need to circle those itchy nuisances around. I think that is helping us quite a bit. Now it's really rough keeping track of what's actually going on here. And my computer will have issue with showing you guys all of this for sure. We are trying to break through the gate. We're flanking them from the walls. Maybe just a smaller one here. Here. In the back line. That wasn't very effective. We're not through that gate yet. Yeah, as soon as I approach the side of the battle here, then it starts being pretty slow, to say the least. Where are our black orcs? Are they still alive and fighting? They are. Oh, I didn't check Grimgor for a while. Yeah, he's not doing anything. Let's see if we can get him to engage the Lord here. Is anyone not fighting? You're not fighting. Get into the fight. Do something like that. You're not fighting. You're not fighting. You're not doing anything. These guys are through the gate? Yes. Let's start thinking about flanking in here. We are winning over here for sure. Come on, charge them. In the back here. Dragon Company. Let's get another itchy nuisance here. Grimgor. At least he's fighting. He's fighting slayers, of all things. Let's try getting you up here as well. Now there should be a lot of people not doing anything. People is not really the word we would use, of course. Push through. Do they have artillery? They do. Oh. I thought I heard something. Okay. Dwarf warriors with long axes. Don't really want to deal with them. Well, these are just boys. Maybe that's fine. No, let's wait. It's sending them in alone there would be a waste. Looks like we are winning over here for the most part. Let's try to get this guy. Even the Dragon Company is broken. Yeah, we need to get Grimgor up front. Alright, so the battle is pretty much won. Now we just need to not waste our units unnecessarily here. See if you can actually angle your attacks. See, they are coming in here, but they're hitting the wall, so it doesn't really matter. We got the Lord on the run. Let's get the archers down here. As soon as we get some more boys ready to move in, will be good. We need to get our lords to do some actual work here. Didn't help moving behind the wall. They have shields. Shields up, boys. Get them. Here's General. That's where we want Grimgor. These archers here are just hitting our own troops more than anything. It's pretty disorganized, but here's Grimgor. Okay, he's coming in. The Black Orcs can take a rest. We don't need to hurt them any further. Let's see, the boar boys here, I want them to charge here. Grimgor, I need him to fight the Lord. Well, I want him to find the Lord.
Do not shame your ancestors. I'll show them. Mark this day. Fast. Find them and tell them to battle. Squeak hoppers.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Come on. And he's like, oh god, that's Grimgor Ironhide. And that's the fight. No? I would assume it ended there. I think that's the only little pocket of troops left. Yeah.
Do not shame your ancestors.
Come on, Grimgor! Grimgor smash! Kill him! He's hitting more of our own troops than their troops, I think. We'll debuff them. We can buff Grimgor. Whew. Yeah, so like I said, I wasn't really worried about this fight. What I am worried about, oh, that's nice. What I am worried about is, of course, the rest of our kingdom, if you could call it that, falling apart. I think we'll try occupying this and trying to destroy Karaz-a-Karak as little as possible as we take it over here. There might be some good buildings there that we can salvage. We can get the Hammer of Gorg now, that's very nice. And indeed, look at this. The Shiny Pit already built at level 2. We have the Brawling Grounds already up, and a heap of shiny stuff. We can get this, which we may want to do. Yeah, I think walls. We definitely want to be holding on to Karaz-a-Karak for the rest of the game. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I mean, that's fine. That's fine, we did it. I think this is a turning point in that now I can be less worried about losing the game in the middle of everything here. What I may want to do is actually pull this guy back up, because he's the only one who can reinforce Mount Gunbad. Like, if we lose it, we just have to come back and take it later on, so we might as well try to keep it. We do have a decent garrison here. It's not gonna be just full to nothing. But wow, this is a bloody sons, boys. Jesus. Yeah, they don't want to discuss it. Grimgor leveled up. What do we need him to be better at? Maybe we go towards the war ability now. So I will get the 2 Scarred Veteran upgrades. And Grimgor, I think in this battle showed us that even though I sent him on to the walls at first and he was fighting for the most of the fight, he didn't even take any damage. And yeah, I know I used his potion at the end, but I didn't really have to. He is definitely super tanky as he is. And I'm pretty sure I can win any battle that I pull him into, as long as we aren't super outmanned. Can I beat this army right now? No, it's also being reinforced. But what I maybe think about the war armies that we don't need all these armies here, and the war army is tough to control in terms of if I send it against this army, it's just gonna die needlessly. And if I move up to support it and it doesn't do what I want, then I can lose this army. Well, it could retreat. Let's try it. I think you will be moving the other way. We can upgrade this guy. Scavenge is decent. Income from post-battle loot is not bad. Assassinate. Okay, so it only targets heroes. Okay. That's why. I guess we upgrade his assassinate ability. Oh, we can't upgrade it further. Oh, he could be a specialist. Okay. I'll try sending him south again and see if we can find an orc hero somewhere. Yeah, so what I will do with them... Well, I can't make up my mind. No, I think I want to send them west now. See if... Because I'm assuming that they will siege Eckendorf. Maybe they can make it just in time to help defend Eckendorf. Should I spawn a lord here? The thing is about these guys, they might actually be what breaks it here for me. Oh, but they're not at war with Karak here.
Come then, messenger.
That's not what I wanted. Where are they? Movement in the skits. Would you join my wars against Karak? There's a moderate chance. They did! Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Some pretty shitty armies, but you know, they're not mine and I didn't pay for them, so I don't really care. If they want to fight them, then really good for me. Let's see, we have 16 units here. And I think he could beat that guy. Maybe I just move out normally. I was tempted to do an underground thing. Or maybe it's just better to move out with a standard move. Just like in the start of the campaign. We'll try to get some control of the southern provinces here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I may just have bamboozled that. Because now they can come in with both their armies. I did not think that through. No, what am I doing? So they can't make it with a normal move. And they can only reach him, but he can flee. So if they do it in the wrong order... Yeah, I think they will move him down to support. Then they will move him up to attack this guy and he can retreat. So this just might work out, but that was kind of silly of me. Not if it works, then I guess it's fine. If it doesn't, I could lose Black Crack, essentially. You need to move into the range of Karaz-a-Karak for sure. Next turn we will push further east and engage Thorgrim Grudgebearer. This, the west side is a mess. We will lose Karaz, we will lose Baragvar. But then we should be able to push out from here, either pushing down to Valea's Sorrow and at least taking that out, or when I beat their armies here, we will be able to tell them finally let's have peace, and I can focus on this over here. And I'm curious to see what they are gonna do. They won the fight over here.
I'll ignore that.
And I still have them on Myrmidons, and they are actually sieging it, so I think they will claim that. That's very good for our alliance.
Not likely.
What's this? Duelists. How cool is that? Expert charge defense as well. Cool. And anti-infantry. They look really cool. I like that the Border Princes have their own unique roster, it seems. Alright, let's see. Damage building. No. Dr. Karaz. That's here.
I will not obey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hold them back, I think. I could spawn a lord here and start producing units. Of course, Gorfang can make that move where he just goes through Barak and Renka Hills, but I will follow him up there, and then we will be able to meet with that part of the army at least. Huh. I think we've managed it. Claiming Karaz-a-Karak solidifies my eastern positions, and if I can clear this out, then at least the east should be finally safe. You know, watch Karaz-a-Karak or whatever they're called suddenly declare war on me this in turn, just as I declare that now everything will be good. We have an imminent rebellion up here. That's pretty good. They will fight these guys. Yeah, let's just end turn. I don't think I can do a lot. I'm recruiting here. I can't really... Well...
This magic is real.
Rent Ironjaw here needs to be... Well, I need his army to be good. I don't want to lose him.
I'm special.
These two armies can easily clear west, and we just send the our war army west as well. I said west over here, I meant east. Okay, let's end turn. And I forgot to change their target, didn't I? I am an idiot. Yep. Or maybe I didn't forget it and then they just disobeyed me, but I don't think that's what happened. I missed that. But okay, that totally worked out to my advantage. Because now that army is out of position, we can clear that and then take Pillars of Grungi in the same turn, I think. Oh. Oh, good. Oh, no. Not good. Well, I think this is an interesting place to end the episode. Let me check the timer real quick. I should have done that a long time ago. Alright, just kidding. There's plenty of time. Let's fight this. Alright, so here we are. The reinforcement angles. Oh, I was about to say that they look sensible for once, but look at this. So the reinforcing army for them is Thorgrim. And Thorgrim is tired, which means that his army will be slow. Which means that I could probably engage this army and defeat it over here before arriving at them. The other thing we could do is, of course, deploy the entire formation here. We wouldn't get our other army in that fight. It'll be this army against Thorgrim's army, and if they win, then Grimgor would not be able to fight Thorgrim. This is the big fight between Thorgrim and Grimgor. We certainly want to make sure that we complete the challenge by having Grimgor personally fight Thorgrim Grudgebearer. So I will attempt instead to just assault the center, get in Grimgor's army, probably just move it up here to be like a flanking force, and send some assistance to this army, to this battle if necessary. Let's put the goblins in the mix here. Just mixed in. A nice green tide here. I'll add a little bit of meat in this way. Okay. Having them up front is fine. His shaman is in that pile, and we can cast some spells. Let's put him up here. Then we have a calf on the flank. That can also be used to annoy the incoming troops here. Okay. No missile infantry at all, so it's all about getting into melee if we are gonna move. I'll have a look when we click here. Now I decided to do something a little bit special with this battle, because my commentary was not the best in playing in this battle because there was a lot of stuff going on. So what I am gonna attempt to do here is to I saved the replay. We are gonna watch it, and I'm gonna try to do some commentary on it. I've also set up an extra little thing for you guys, which I hope will be fun. Now Grimgor will be coming in over here, and I will be setting it off in a moment. Let's just check our challenge here. So Grimgor will want to meet this guy. They are looking, they can almost see each other from across the field. There's a little hill in the way, but once we see Grimgor crest the hill, then he should be able to make eye contact across the field. So I'm gonna start it here, and you should see something pop up in the corner. This is our Grimgorcam, which will be following our little friend here, making sure that you guys know what Grimgor is up to while I'm trying to focus on the rest of the battle. And what we see mostly from Grimgor's army is the Orc Boys, some Regiment of Renown, Goblins. We have the Black Orcs with the Immortal's Banner, and some Rusty Arrows with a little bit of extra archers. We have the Orc Boys that has been with us from the start, and we have some Skirmish Regiment of Renown Cavalry, and some Squigs running up the center. They're trying to reinforce this thing over here. What's going on here is that I'm trying to pull them towards Grimgor's army before re-engaging, before the initial engagement, and now I see this cluster of dwarves. We are gonna swarm them, and then on the left flank, our left flank here, I turn around and run back. So pulling this little pocket here in and surrounding it, and then bringing the rest of the army back so that Grimgor's army can get up there in time. This is a lot of micromanagement going on, as you can see. So it's not gonna be perfect. We are now being bombarded by Thorgrim's artillery. We can look at his army. He has mostly miners. He has the hammers that has been with him from the start. So will the artillery have been, I think. We see some crawlers, 2 units of them. Miners, dwarf warriors, mostly basic infantry. Dwarf warriors with long axes is good against cavalry. It's not really something we have a lot of. Yeah, pulling them back here, waiting with the engagement, while surrounding and debuffing on the right. Yes, they are affected by or were affected by the itchy nuisance. What happened here is that Uska was forward casting some spells, and he got caught on some dwarf warriors alone. His flank had to pull back, but now Grimgor's troops have arrived and are reinforcing our left flank over here. Meanwhile, still surrounding even more, putting everything into this blob. Thing is, we have the Warrior of Dragonfire Pass here. 2 units of them, I think, on top of each other. At least one here. Maybe the other one is a bit of a ways away. They are over here. So we have 2 pockets with them. And they will kill many, many orcs. You gotta remember that Uska's army was tired. So they are not doing the best, but they have completely surrounded the dwarves here. Except for one pocket that has been left outside. Skirmishing going on everywhere. As you saw in the Grimgor camera, you would see that that Grimgor reinforced Uska and freed him from those dwarves. Now he has found a target over here, the lord of this army. And he will be running in to take care of that. But as he tries to follow him, he's running away. Grimgor I guess I wasn't really paying attention to him, so he gets stuck on some miners here. Well, they are wolf warriors. And then he sort of detaches and starts to dance, do a little dance, Grimgor. He's trying to cheer up the troops and make them fight harder by doing the victory dance, maybe prematurely. Might be a little too soon for that dance. Because now Thorgrim's forces have arrived and they will be starting to engage. We have mostly broken the right flank that we initially tried to pull back a bit. The black orcs have been fighting there. But with this blob coming in now, this army of Thorgrim, with him in the center, it will be a tough nut to crack. Thorgrim at this point in the campaign is not as high level as Grimgor, but he is pretty tough. He's grown quite nicely. He is nice and fat on his throne. So yeah, the pocket and in the start here, the first one we surrounded, they are really fighting back, and they are breaking the cavalry. We are even shooting at them. But they're just holding on, they're not breaking. Grimgor has now started to move again. And he has found his target. We should see them meet for the first time. And hopefully the last. Meanwhile, their artillery has been firing away for a long time, but it should be right about now that we see the Orc boys finally make their way around. And honestly, they should probably have gone that way from the start, but now they are moving. But the Woundlord is still staying alive. See some Ekron miners throwing blasting charges, being super annoying. That is hurting their own lord a bit. And while all this is going on, Uska has been chasing a unit off the field, or still is, and the pocket in the center, without his assistance, they aren't doing that well. The dwarves have sort of opened up and are just now fighting back to back. And it seems like sort of an even fight, which is not what I wanted. Meanwhile, the little contingent of Grimgor's troops that turned and faced Thorgrim's army are being overwhelmed. They are not in the same numbers by any means. And Grimgor is starting to feel a bit alone. His black orcs are in the mix, a little bit bunched up on the side, and they are being hit by, they have been hit by the artillery for quite a while. The artillery has now finally been silenced. The grudge thrower will stop shooting. But still the black orcs, they are under heavy fire, suffering some severe leadership penalties here. And Grimgor is now surrounded, fighting on his own against basically all of Thorgrim's army. And Uska's army has not yet finished up the center. They are slowly getting there. The dwarf warriors are now exhausted as well. Everyone here is... oh, they're only very tired. The warriors of Dragonfire Pass up to 112 kills here. The first lord goes down of the original army, and that should cause a sort of some breakage here, and we do see some dwarves now fleeing from the blob. But the orcs have been cleared up on one side, so now it's not a It's not really a surround anymore. Yeah, it's starting to look grim for Grimgor. He has popped his potion of toughness to activate his basically his second life. He will regenerate quite a lot of hit points. And the fight is still going on over here. Grimgor needs these troops to come and support him in his fight against Thorgrim's army. He can hold them off quite a while, and he has been doing that. But he is starting to take some damage. For sure. We can't really mark him. But Thorgrim is at half health now. And can Grimgor take him down? Can he complete the challenge? Our own 404th Royal Air Force have almost expended all of its ammunition. Hitting on Grimgor's position currently. Getting a little bit of friendly fire there, I think. But Grimgor can take it. And Uskar is returning to the field. He's debuffing again. He ran off chasing some dwarves. But then he remembers that he was leading an army and he has returned. And I think the timing is perfect. We should start to see these dwarves break, I hope. And Thorgrim goes down. So while fighting all of these dwarves alone, Grimgor has also managed to beat off Thorgrim Grudgebearer and is now still fighting his hammers, who are hammering away at him. Grimgor did receive some light reinforcements, but they have been fought off as well. And most of the cavalry is either dead or routed, running off the field. So yeah, it's gonna be down to this little army over here. Uskar's army has finally made, given the dwarves chase. But then they turn around and they immediately run to Grimgor's assistance. Grimgor faints away a bit, but then decides that he ain't afraid of no dwarves and turns around. Basically breaking the dwarves' charge so that the rest of the army can come in from all around them and try to cut them down that way. They do turn around very wisely and countercharge. But here, surrounding Grimgor, coming to his assistance at 627 hit points for him. The army will reinforce, and even under the fire of the quarrelers, our own archers are charging. They have to be fast because there are more dwarves returning from rout. But now they are finally taking care of the hammerers. They overwhelm them. They turn around, they start chasing these guys. They realize that nope, they should probably turn and run. That breaks the entire line there. We turn around again. And the final chase of the quarrelers will begin. And Grimgor is leading the green tide, what's left of it, to glory and to the stomping of the stunties. A successful day for the war. And Grimgor has now completed his first challenge. We can cross that off the list. Next is probably Belegar. Getting rid of the dwarves first. GG AI. GG. Pyrrhic victory. Alright. A lot of money incoming from that. Armor of Fortune. Level ups. Okay. Whew. Grimgor killed 140 dwarves. Yeah, he is the highest ranking we've got. Then we have the roster Ares, who've been performing pretty well. The war boys with great weapons are doing well. Oh, what about our black orcs? Black orcs. Oh, they live. They live. Thank God, and they are rank 5 now. So becoming pretty good. Let's look over here. They have 149 and they survived. These warriors, Dragonfire Pass, and their hammers made it out as well. Then the Quarrelers are also mass murderers. Thorgrim didn't do a lot, but of course he was dealing a lot of damage to Grimgors. We do need to improve Grimgor's attack a little bit, maybe. I'll have a look at that. Let's eat the captives here so we gain some stuff back. That was a rough fight, but we have now thoroughly beaten Grimgor has beaten Thorgrim Grudgebearer, the first legendary lord of the list. I think this means that we will not be seeing Angrund, and I guess who's the last guy? The White Dwarf. Yeah, let's skip this one. Needless to say, we have other issues incoming. When I say we're exterminating the dwarves, I only mean that one faction. There are quite a lot of angry dwarves in this world that don't like me for killing Thorgrim, I'm sure. You will see a lot of hate from them. They have taken Myrmidons.
It's my job at Kidsnick. Wants them.
Against... I think I'll take this. Vlad. He's strength rank 14. Damn. So he's pretty strong. Now he declares war on the dwarves. That doesn't really matter. But he's declaring war on the dwarves makes all the other dwarves that like this faction hate him. So it's creating animosity between them will mean that he may actually end up becoming an ally in the future. Vlad von Carstein. I mean, an ally. Whenever Grimgor comes near him, you know, he fights his allies too, so that doesn't really matter. I can call him an ally. Grimgor will still punch him in the face. Now Karak, they have a larger military than us now, but we did just get downsized quite a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full stacks of dwarves. They push back the mutinous gets here. Yeah, completely. They're just gone. Alright, and Karaz as well. So he's leveling up quite fast. They're not. I mean, they could maybe kill a unit. We have to clear an entire unit to really do anything. It is just not worth the time. And they only sacked it. So losing Barak Var is of course not fun. We have a rebellion in Akendorf. Lost our war. Here comes the border princes. They took it and they don't like the terrain, so they're gonna have trouble there. Red Eye? Oh, they're going for Grand Peak, I guess. Okay, so here comes that move. Oh, they're force marching. Why would you do that? They can't reach us. Oh, but they can. Well, we can run away. Which we will. So we can recruit some regiments of renown, maybe, and then attack them there. The Strigos Empire, running around in the southern realms. I guess they're attacking the top knots. They're taking attrition here. So we're starting to encounter some vampires, both in the north and the south. That's good to see some different faces. We shouldn't be too far from the Skaven as well, or either. Didn't we already have this? To form an action against a settlement belonging to the Dwarf Realms. Battle the peoples of Grongni. Grudge Killer. Construction cost. Research rate 15%. What to use? What to use to pad my mattress? I know. Finest dwarf beard. Defeated Thorgrim Grudgebearer. Oh. Beard collector. Uskar is getting notorious, I should say. So now they are basically defeated now. We aren't getting far with that. Can we get into Mount Goodbat? We can. And we can upgrade that. So, he's got war blues, but you can soon get a war if we let him conquer the rest of the way here. I don't want to give him the Hammer of Gork. He can get the chariots, thief robbers, anti-infantry. I like that. That makes him, or gets him to 17 here. Well, he might not be able to do it with just that. We'll get this one. Because there's a garrison here too, of 8 units. Plus a lord. So 9, 11 units. One of them is a regiment of renown. And I can't really tell how much we have here. I think we are gonna merge, because this is kind of hard to tell. I'm not sure. I guess there's no penalty to having them separated. I mean, if they're gonna get destroyed because they're lone units, that'll be the same as merging, so I don't really see the point. Alright, I'm debating with myself here. Let's put in the rusty arrows. They are pretty strong. What? I guess they are pretty elite. Okay, so we will bring in Grimgor to assist. So there's no doubt that we win. At least it recognizes that. I think we will auto-resolve this. And yeah, we lost 6 units total. Damn. That's rough. We can loot and occupy. We will repair here. I'll just get money buildings. We don't need walls back here, I think. That'll be my goal. We don't need to, yeah, think too much about that here. Grimgor leveled up again. So yeah, he wasn't hitting before, which I guess is the missing melee attack. So that'll probably be fine like that.
I have no time for this.
Then he needs to start moving west. We can defeat them here.
Likely.
I'm special.
You should take care of that. Or this.
Nasty magic's ready.
Yeah, the thing is he could probably just wipe out that rebellion, but we need more support over here. Let's kill this guy.
Away.
Ah, well, we have to do it.
Fucking get him.
And it should be some good money. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Let's get slaughter captives.
This way.
We can recruit here.
Anything you say.
He moved already, so no recruiting for him. This situation, I don't really know. Where's here he's the agent. They want us to perform an action against a dwarf city. That could be Baragvar now. That would probably work.
What you want?
Let's do that. Move this way.
Gonna be quick.
Oh, finally we can get... Oh boy, that's expensive. Well, we can start producing some better units. We could get trolls. I really want trolls. Or squicks would be really nice against the dwarves. What kind of trolls are there? Stone trolls. Nothing from Radius mod here. These are special. A Shaman's Hut, that's what we need to get the other legendary lord. Asak. I think we do need to get the Stunty Mine. But that is very expensive. Can I beat these guys?
No fool that's safe in the world.
20 units, 2 lores. I have artillery here, but these guys aren't the best against orcs. Guess they're decent. Get a level here. Oh, I already know. Savages, get back here. He can take Mount Squighorn next turn. Grimgor needs to move.
Who should we say?
And we have Karaz-a-Karak. It's looking good. We're gonna have that whole province. We traded that for Bargvar, but this one is better. This is a sticky situation. We could attack, but we could also just play defensively. We wouldn't lose a lot. Oh! I can take Valet of Sorrow. Screw you, Rotgut. No way. We are fighting this. The other lord will go back to Karaz-a-Karak. No, to Black Crack. Alright, here we go. So obviously in this little fight we will be taking advantage of our artillery, which should win us the battle pretty handedly. Let's do something like that. We can put the archers. I think probably like angle this a little bit fine. And then we'll mix it up here. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's a bit of slog, but it'll be worth it. Let's make this group an attack group with more cavalry. Pretty crabby cavalry, but doesn't have to be perfect here. These guys can regenerate. Forest Goblin's Sword. Sounds cool. Fight! Here we go. Okay, I think it's going pretty well. The artillery bombarding, warboss fighting, leading the troops. That's a bit annoying. We're doing all we can. Stop shooting us! Very cinematic shot here. No. Come on. They're being stupid. Yeah, it's looking good. Shoot everyone. Shouldn't have been a goblin. That's their fault. Okay. Exactly 1,000 in loot. And we will loot and occupy. Okay. We can destroy these buildings for more money. We don't want them. Now, this army here is annoying. These guys here cannot reach the Lay of Sorrow. We need to go in here, this guy, and start recruiting. Let's get another catapult, those are really good. And some orc boys to fight orc boys. We can now recruit more units here at once, so I'll get some orc era boys. There's lots of orcs. Thorgrim is leveling up. We'll need this in a minute. Now 16, and we don't really see all of them. We have 16. We could recruit some here to make it more. Like, so it's the same here. We need to get him out of the city, so that if they attack and win against us, we don't just lose him. He will get to run away. I could get more death creepers. Those are really good in these types of fights. And I could have 2 of them to run around and regenerate. Just be super annoying. How's the missile damage compared to these guys? Same, but these are armor piercing. They have 10. They have 2 armor piercing damage. What? That's crazy. That makes these guys really good. Whoops. My alarm was going off. Sorry about that. No, wait, they shouldn't take Doc Karaz. That's a bad idea. Maybe having them flank up through the borderlands would be fine. That is where Wurzag is, so they'll be strongest here. And they will intercept Angrund, their supply lines. They're not at war with Angrund yet, but I suspect that will come soon. Let's talk with those vampires.
Vlad von Karstein, choose thy words with care.
Yeah, you don't really... want to be my friend either. Does anyone like us? They do, a bit. And then Scabby Eye is next on the list, our own rebels. They're improving to 32. Military actions against Baragvar 71. And that was before they existed, so that's interesting that they remember that even though they weren't around. I can't get any of the landmarks yet. Anything to improve my income here? There's nothing. We need to save up money to build these buildings. And I am recruiting everywhere, so it's probably fine that I take a break. Varenka Hills. This might be the time, because we are going to be defending it from now on. I can cancel it next turn if needed. It's okay, and we are ready. But I think this is where I will end the episode, so before I end the turn here. And yeah, there's a lot going on. This was the Thorgrim Grudgebearer execution episode, I suppose. We need to finish up Mount Squickhorn, and that faction will be destroyed. Next is Belegar Ironhammer. I guess he's a legendary lord, and he's within our reach. Grimgor is gunning for him, making scratching the dwarves off the list first, as is proper. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.